Good morning, everyone. I'm Sister Jenna, your host for our new America Meditating segment called Wise-ish. It's your power boost for the morning. It's for you to take your dose for your inner cure. Join us every day, Monday through Friday, from 8:30 a.m. to 8:45 ET. Don't forget, take your dose. See you soon. Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to your spiritual vaccine hour and Monday meditation. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. I hope you like the lighting in the back. I was playing with it today, kind of wishing to kind of celebrate the joy of the conversation, the joy of the experience. Do you like it? I like these little things, you know. Sometimes it's the little things that really amplify your happiness. It's not necessarily the grand, big endeavors that you embark upon. It's really sometimes the little, thoughtful, meaningless moments that will give you the greatest of joy. So here's the story of the hour. All day, Sister Gita ran me and Santosh down about, what is this doctor? Give me this doctor's number, this doctor. Now, it's a doctor that I interviewed about, what was it, blocking of the ending of the back pain, Dr. David Hanscom, which I interviewed, I think, about a week and a half or two ago. She happened to have been listening to the interview and she loved it very much. Every day she kept mentioning, can I see that doctor that was here the other day? I go, what doctor was here the other day? That doctor. So Santosh and I, look, you're healthier than all of us. I don't know what doctor you're talking about. So she says, that doctor that was here the other day. So finally, I texted Dr. Hanscom. I says, look, it looks like Sister Gita just loves your process. Is there any way you can support or help her? And of course, I can't bother Dr. Hanscom. You know, he's busy. He's got lots of things to do. She'd come back again. Did you call I need the doctor's number? And she's so committed. She's so focused. I need the doctor's number. I go, what doctor? That doctor that was here. I said, Sister Gita, I cannot reach out to Dr. Hanscom just to talk with you, to find out what's going on with you. I can't do that. Please, Jen, just give me the doctor's number now. You don't understand. I'm going through a lot of pain, Jen. Just give me the number, please. I would do it for you. I was like looking at this. No matter how old she is, she tries to use her little smartness on me. You saw that? I would do it for you. I go, I can barely get you to wash a dish, much less if I ask you to do a dish for me. How are you going to look out for me, right? So would you believe it? Her consistent, persistent. Can I have the number of the doctor? Can I? I finally ended up caving in, texting Dr. Hanscom. He ends up sending a wrong text to somebody else. Then it turns out that I get to email him. This is how the ethers work. So he says, oh, I'm so sorry, Sister Jenna. I sent the text to the wrong person. And turns out that I go, well, you know, it's really Sister Gita. She's been smitten by you. She wants you to guide her in how she can remove this consistent theme in her mind of being in pain. So he goes, well, I have a spot tomorrow between 12 and 2. Email me. I go, how does she do that? I want some of that. I want to will what I want for myself in a minute and go, can you give me the number? Can you give me the number? I wonder if I could find someone like that in my life, that I'll just keep knocking on your door. Can you give me that number? Can you just give me that number? I want the number. Can you just give me the number? I would do it for you. Give me the number now. And they just won't hold up. How many of you would be patient? What would you do? And only to see how the universe conspires for her. That he ends up sending the text message to me accidentally. Can you give me the number? Give me the number. I can't believe it. I told her, look, you better use some of that yoga power of 40 years that you've got bottled up in that little soul of yours, and you send me some blessings and healing vibrations to my body, since it's going out of whack. So now you, as much as you kept saying, can you give me the number? Can you give Jen, give me the number now. Just, I would do it for you. I looked at that soul and I went, I'm so happy I'm not attached to this soul. Because if I was attached to that soul, I would have, no, I wouldn't have done that. I would. Can you give me the number? Can you give me the number? I mean, how consistent and persistent. So I'm going to, what I've learned from that experience today, I'm going to say, I'm healthy. I am healthy. I am so healthy. I'm so healthy. I am so healthy. I'm so healed. Yes, I'm so healthy. I'm so healed. Give me that number. 1-800-HEALTHY-UNLIMITED. I am healthy, unlimited. Healthy, healthy, healthy. I am so healthy. I'm putting healthy. Wow, that kind of felt good, to be very honest with you. That felt good. Anyway, good evening, everyone. Enough rambling on for us here with your lovely family representing your beautiful Brahma Kumaris Meditation Museums. I hope you're okay. We went by the museums the other day. We were missing those doors, man. But it's okay. Let's just see how everything unfolds. Everything is what it's supposed to be. Sometimes you don't like the events that are unfolding only because you're thinking it's supposed to be something else, or maybe there's something in the past that it's awakening. Because of my little health issue, it's been interesting where my thoughts have gone. It has gone one place, not about the health problem, not about the health crisis, has nothing to do, okay, whatever I have to go through, whatever my body has to go through, okay, fine. But it's as if that particular crisis has my consciousness and thoughts going one place. And I'm like, why do I keep going back there? And it's like it's trying to signal something to me and say, your healing will come from here. And that's what I keep hearing. Your healing will come or start from here. And I go, what is it? What is it? What is it? That's what I love about meditation and spirituality. Because you become so faithful in the fact that your thoughts matter. And where your thoughts are traveling to has a great significance. Never underestimate that. Which is why I really highly recommend that you really look for a pattern and a routine that is connected to a higher interpretation of who you are. If you get a chance, Google any of the Brahma Kumari centers around the world. They're offering free online Raj Yoga meditation sessions. Whether you're in the UK, whether you're in the Middle East, whether you're in India, whether you're in America, you'll find the online Raja Yoga meditation course or the meditation course offered by the Brahma Kumaris. And from that, you'll find that it just gets easier for you to understand how your karmas are unfolding every day. Nobody wants to suffer and nobody wants to go through any hardship. Why? Because happiness is the religion of the soul. I remembered once Sister Gita used to tell me that the sister in Miami used to say, oh, Gita, you don't have to worry about Jenna. Happiness is her religion. And I thought about that, and I said, in a way, I've kind of moved, like, just get over stuff, don't let things hang over your head too long. And when I've taken my time with certain energies or things that I'm uncertain of, it really blocks the happiness that's the original nature and the original religion of the soul. And I suspect you and every one of us who watches this particular segment every night, we're very happy people. Yes, we have struggles. Yes, we might have a child in crisis. Yes, we might have some financial insecurities. Yes, we might have some emotional traumas that we're still struggling in. But it's ours. And we're in it together. We have to help each other up because that's a form of what joy does. You see what happiness does? It won't leave people alone. Happiness brings the energy up. Happiness raises the space up. Happiness says to you and me, it's bigger than you. Happiness says it's bigger than you. Happiness says that you are blessed, that you are gifted, that happiness says you are flowing. Happiness says that when you're happy, it starts to nurture and nourish your system. You start to shift all the energies in your body, and you start to feel like the body is responding to your joy, and the cells are getting happier, and then they're all going into place. Happiness is a really big thing. When I was younger, my friends and I, we used to laugh every day. There was not a day that would pass by that we wouldn't laugh until our belly hurt. I mean that literally. I mean, I don't know where all my friends are today because we've gone our separate ways, and my path is so different than theirs right now. But the guys used to tell us in junior high and high school back in the day. He goes, "You girls laugh like you're in church. Like every day is a laughing thing for you." And I wondered, like, as we grow older and we start to hold on to bruises, things that people did or shouldn't have done for us, what we did that we shouldn't have done to us, it blocks it. It just blocks the joy. It blocks the happiness. We used to laugh just looking at each other. I used to laugh at the littlest of things, the smallest of things. And I don't mean laughter to try to make me happy. I mean, I was already happy and the volume just turned up. So how can you allow your state of being into happiness? It is so imperative, it is vital that you fight your way through of not feeding those thoughts from the past, or feeding those thoughts that are filled with expectation or illusion or deception. They come in weird ways, my friends. The soul is carrying a karmic vibration. Every one of us. We are carrying a karmic blueprint. We don't really know exactly what it is, but people, events, circumstances emerge them and makes them a little bit more clearer about where we are inside and what's going on. I want to play a meditation on joy for you because I think we need to somehow nurture the soul with just some deep introspective interpretations of joy. And I hope you'll enjoy this for our Monday meditation.
And awaken the original quality of happiness, of joy within the self. Sitting quietly with one thought, I focus my attention on the soul. I, the eternal being, the being of peace. In this awareness of peace, I move beyond the limits of my physical body and in this state of peace, I begin my journey. I dive below the surface of the waves to discover the treasures within. On the surface are the memories of the immediate experiences of the past. but patiently I decide for a while not to ponder over these, not to spend my valuable moments of silence contemplating the memories of sorrow, but to see what there is further down, deeper within. The waves stay up above, and the silence of my own inner being draws me towards itself. And as I come to the core of my being, I see that here, at the very heart of my being, there is beauty, there is love. And I can feel happiness emerging from deep inside. I begin to touch the treasure of joy, knowing that this is my eternal state. I maintain this inner awareness of happiness. Om Shanti.
Sister Genti does it all the time in her meditations. We can actually have joy, and it's a very deep experience. It doesn't have to be on the surface. It's just the nature of the soul to be in joy, to just be in joy. The being has to be in that state. And in order for us to really, let me speak from a really, really deep place. You know, for our happiness and our joy to really live through this particular body of ours or this particular part, we would have to have done some serious introspection, some deep, deep honesty with the self, loving the self fiercely into, I don't know, oblivion, you know, that when you pause and you listen kindly to your internal story, there's a kind of joy that comes from that, but also a kind of self-respect and self-worth. It's like the memories and the experience is so deep-rooted in my subconscious. It's like when you pack. Have you ever packed sugar in a bottle? and you pack it in so you can get as much in, and then little by little you scoop it out, and of course it starts to come out. Imagine your sanskars are packed in you from many, many lifetimes, and it's carrying the whole of that vibration. And every time you open up the lid to just take a little bit out for yourself, it can never be enough, because there's still the weight of that past. And it's activated because I'm not in soul consciousness. When I'm in the consciousness of my human form, body consciousness, I think, I see, I listen, I speak. From the role that I play, the gender that I have, the way I look, my nationality, my language, my culture. And so it gently keeps being charged. And while I'm traveling through life, I'm having moments that I wish to feel evolved. I feel like maybe I see something in a movie. Maybe I watch a superhero film and I go, I should be like that. I have that feeling that I can fly. I have that feeling that I can be mightier than might. And then there's the jar of sanskaras, the jar of all those experiences. You know, we call it in Raj Yoga the sanskaras. They are sitting and weighting down my life. And until I apply the right kind of a conversation within the soul, and I am opened, which requires me to be so humble and so sincere and so surrendered for God's gentle love to heal those sanskaras, to heal that jar of stuff bottled down in me. It's hard for me to really experience the enormity in the power of happiness. So we do have to come to a point, the being of the soul has to come to an acceptance. I know inside there is worth. And my worth is not based on the way I dress, or how I look, or what's my last name, or the way my nails are done, or the color of my skin, or the car that I drive. That's what I've acquired, as a result of my choices. But my worth is, are you contented with you? Have you paid enough attention to the self that you've taken care of everything that's needed to be taken care of? Because if you love something, you'll take care of it. And so when there's love for the self, then there is automatic self-respect and self-worth, and our value increases. And when our value increases, it's hard for somebody to come into our lives to say, I don't value you, and for you to believe that. It would be almost impossible for them to say, I don't value you, and for you to believe that. So let's go into our Monday experience now with some meditation on self-respect, and how do I travel through this particular period in my life and tap into the being of the soul, the being, and begin to kind of dive into the being where I can accept that there is such a depth of goodness there. There is peace, and there's purity, and there's wisdom, and there's kindness, and there's playfulness, and there's love. That's me. And when you can own that, that's your self-worth and your self-respect. And those are not aggressive forms of expressions. They are natural forms of expressions. So are you ready to take a good 10 minutes or so into this experience with me? Are you ready? Okay. Like I always say, call your friends, call your family, tell them, let's go together, let's go on this collective journey together and experience our self-respect. So take an incredibly deep breath and exhale. Breathe in again. And exhale. Let's remember our self-respect right now.
When I think of relationships, many people come to mind. But just for a few moments now, I'm going to focus on one particular relationship, and that is the relationship that I have with myself. It's good to take time every so often to be alone with myself, to have a little solitude. To understand what I've been thinking and feeling lately. The basis for successful relationships is always respect. And I need to check every once in a while that I have self-respect. So I look deep into the mirror of my heart. However I'm feeling about myself will definitely reflect in the way I treat others. What challenges my self-respect? And what thoughts can I now introduce that will seat me firmly on my own throne of self-respect? I let go of past hurts or disappointments, and I see myself as someone who's trying their very best. And I focus on those aspects of my personality which can feed my self-respect. Take some time now. Self-respect.
That took me right there. When our being has been gently and consistently nurtured, over a long period of time, especially in this particular period, there is an automatic emergence of the value and the strength of the human spirit that emerges. It doesn't require a lot of intellectuality. It doesn't require another project. It doesn't require you have to do something to get your self-respect or self-worth. It's already there. And because we're not paying attention to it, we can't see it. And when the soul doesn't see its own self-worth, it will look for happiness outside of itself. It won't appreciate the happiness that's already innately ingrained in the spirit, just because you are soul, just because you're spirit. I know on Monday meditations, usually nobody likes to talk much, but it's just curious. Is there anything on your mind? Was there anything you'd like to talk about? Send it now, whether you are on Twitter, make a comment, or on Facebook or YouTube. The point I'm saying is that the being into your joy, into your happiness, will require you to have many, many moments of pause. And in your pause, there's reflection. You're thinking. You're listening with kindness. You're watching what feelings are emerging as you observe where the thought is taking you. Whether somewhere in the back, somewhere forward, in the past, or ahead of you. But what if the thought was present in being in a state of beingness? Like for now, if I say just be and accept that everything is okay, just for this moment. It's like everything just shows up. But we have bills to pay, we have families to take care of, we have our own lives to sort through, we've got job assignments, we have deadlines, what I call lifelines, we have to eat, we have to cook, we have to clean, we have to do laundry, we have to vacuum, we have to go in the car, we have to go there. Then we get distracted from the state of being. And in the practice of Raj Yoga, it directs you to be when you're in action. Come from that soul conscious place within yourself. And that's not always easy for everyone, but a very easy way to experience soul consciousness is to be someone that shares good wishes and pure feelings. Right now, send me your good wishes and pure feelings. Wish me absolute health and happiness. How did that make you feel? Right now, I want to send you my good feelings. So I go into the connection with God's light, and in my mind I'll say, Baba, protect them, love them. May each one be benefited in life. And when I do that, it's like everything in me expands. So this practice of good wishes and pure feelings is one of the greatest tools to not only restore happiness, but to sustain happiness and to give you a deeper, intimate connection to your real, original state of being. Let's go into another meditation here. a meditation on what it means to really be a bestower of good wishes, pure feelings. Ready? Let's go again. Go inwards. Hold it. Go behind your eyes. Let's go on a journey.
Our world and my relationship to it. Sometimes, when I think of our world, it seems a little large, impersonal. Five and a half billion souls inhabit our world. And yet each one of those souls is an individual. Each has their own life, as I do. Each has a heart, as I do. And each has a place, as I do, in our world. Perhaps it's a little too easy to think in generalizations, to see the world as a nameless, faceless crowd of people. And then it becomes just a little too easy to be harsh or judgmental, intolerant. But when I think of our world as a planet full of beautiful, creative individuals, it's so much easier to have an attitude of good wishes, pure feelings for those with whom I share this planet. When I think of my own personal relationships, the circle is quite small. But when I consider that each individual has a circle of relationships, it's easy to imagine how they all interconnect. One large family of individuals. This is my relationship to our world. And in the form of a beautiful light, I send my good wishes to each individual.
I'm so loving those graphics that Santosh has been finding to connect to some of the meditations. I know everyone is feeling absolutely perfect right now. And it's almost like you just want to stay here. You want to stay landed in this particular place. And everything inside of you feels that the solution to the world's crisis and to our own crisis is staying in this place. To be okay with all the unfoldings, as uncomfortable as they may be. Whether it's a relationship or your finance or your health, it's like it has to play out. But let I, the soul, stay right here into the beingness that can spread so much happiness. It feels like a perfect world, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel like everything is just ekdom, teak, perfect? So is anything on anyone's heart tonight that you'd like to share with me on YouTube? Porsche, it's always so nice to know your energy is with us on Spiritual Vaccine. How much do we love and honor you, the spirit, this wonderful being. You do so much charity. And how's your aesthetic spa treatment going? It's so lovely up there in Lorton or Aquaquan. I think you're up there in that part. I don't know if anybody wants a really powerful aesthetic treatment for your face to look absolutely beautiful. You got to go to Portia's. She's just got this beautiful space on where the lake is and this beautiful gazebo. Everything is set up so nice. Just so proud of her and her work. So Jennifer Scotland, best wishes for your good health. Received, Jennifer. Keep sending them all the time. All the time. Okay, Wendy Cummins, thank you too. May God continue to shower you with love and light. Don't you feel it like when you start to be this superhero of sending and your rays of good wishes, do you feel like how it even heals you, like how it takes care of you too? Like, it just fills you up, doesn't it? Doesn't it make you feel like you're full? Susanna, simply heavenly, courageous, priceless. Much love and gratitude. Thank you, Susanna. We appreciate you. Thank you, Indra. Glad to have you. There's so many good individuals to send good wishes to. And to mention that none of it would have been possible without the constant remembrance of our origins. That's good. Susanna, you're spot on. Sangeeta, nice to have you. Thank you for your blessings. You look forward to your talks and meditations every day. We're glad that you do. Thank you. Brother Praveen, we're missing you at the museum, but glad that you can join in every day so consistently. Thank you for that. That's really lovely. Rachel Ware, welcome to the tribe. Haven't seen you on yet, so it's glad to have you here. Samantha, nice to have you. Thank you, Samantha. Asmita, Om Shanti. Shami, thank you. Oh, so you had this interesting dream because you are a queen and you are a king. Sometimes when we have dreams, we should do a talk on dream consciousness and dreams because it's really powerful. Your dreams are connected to your deep sanskaras. So again, whatever's packed in you, it comes up. And there's sometimes really amazing dreams and sometimes some dreams that are not so great. But it's deeply ingrained. It's connected to deep impressions of the past. And it's signaling to you how this energy can actually dictate as well as your future. But again, everything is based on how much your thoughts feed into that specific area. So if your thoughts feed into a particular area, and it's healthy and it's beautiful and it's evolving and it's positive, do it. Why not? Nothing to lose, right? Nothing to lose. So Elizabeth Parker, welcome. Sequin, nice to have you. So good to have you. Thanking you. Denise Withers, blessings, lots of good. When people are used to seeing you uptight all the time and now you're totally a different person and it feels good. Yes. Much needed meditation for relaxation. Great to have everyone on today. Lovely. Bimla, glad that you enjoyed it. Mateo Lopez, Om Shanti. Saloni Pandey. Nice name. Saloni. Saloni. Saloni Pandey. That's a beautiful name. And Mateo Lopez. All right. Thank you all for joining us for our Meditation Monday. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. It's like our time to also meditate after we've had long days of doing this and that. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. We have any questions on Facebook? Sorry, I didn't. I missed that one. My Facebook family, I'm not forgetting you. Forgetting you. No, we're good? I must be one of the few yogis that are comfortable with technology. There was a time I was the worst with technology, but I pay attention to the kids. And I'm more intuitive on technology than I am trying to control it all the time. So a lot of times people actually say I'm so good in technology, but I'm actually intuitive. A lot of this is very intuitive. And if you just use your intuition with technology, it's very, very easy. So thanks, Betty Brown. Om Shanti. Darlene Foster, you're an angel. Thank you. Beautiful. Vashti, nice to have you. Feliz, good morning. Buenos dias. Nice to have you. Hey, Damon. Laura and everyone. Thank you for joining us. Mary, what a beautiful story. Thank you. Keep that going. It's a wonderful, wonderful story. It really, we appreciate then showing up when we hear stories like that. When we hear how much it's benefiting your life, we really love it. We really love it. And Mohan Lal, thank you so much for being very consistent with joining your spiritual vaccine and taking your dose for your spiritual cure. And hopefully it also does your inner cure too. All right. So this is where we part ways for a few hours. Avida Sen. Au revoir. Hasta luego. See you. Until tomorrow night. And feel free to tell your friends, about some of these conversations, friends that you think would value or would be benefited from these moments together. As you can see, it's not a lot of pomp and show. And I know we've gotten so accustomed to that. It's really very simple. What was my highlight? That I changed the colors of the light behind me today. And Sister Dita, and another highlight was Sister Gita. Give me the number now. Just give me the. I would do it for you. Little things remind you. You are a happy soul. You're just a happy soul. And don't underestimate how powerful that can be. Not only for yourself, but your loved ones and your world. Have a lovely night tonight. See you tomorrow. Om Shanti.